I just got home about 10 minutes ago, and I had to endure a shift where I had to grieve a Padres playoff elimination as the Padres lost to the Chicago Cubs 3-1 and are eliminated from the postseason, the 2025 postseason. Boy, was that a frustrating game. At least from what I could kind of pick up, it just felt like it wasn't meant to be, if that makes sense. Just everything. We were able to get runners on base, but when it came to time to actually capitalize on that, apparently it turned out to be the hardest thing on the mankind. And honestly, I'm just so kind of disappointed and lost for words in terms of like where to go from here. Because it's like here you have a team where you think you have a lot of like power and strength to get the runs you need, but we are blanking and we're not able to score, and that's the most frustrating part. Not to mention there were a few debatable calls from the umpire there in the last inning where Xander Bogaerts, I think twice, had two walkable pitches that were going to be ball four, but then were called for strikes, which was crazy. Would have led it up to bases loaded with nobody out, but it's hard to know for sure what would have happened after that, right? Anything can happen, and knowing our luck, we still had a long way to go. But just absolutely frustrating, not to even make it out of the wildcard series. Didn't really feel like we made the playoffs because of that, I wish I could be optimistic right now and be like, yo, look, this is what's going on, this is what happened. Oh, maybe if we had Laureano, it's a different series, right? But it seems to be the same story each season. Oh, we're missing this. Oh, we're missing that. Oh, we add this piece but lose another piece in the offseason. Oh, this player goes away. Oh, there goes our chemistry. So it gets to this point where the chemistry isn't really kept on the team too much. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this offseason. I'd love the Padres to sign Mason Miller again because, my goodness, he's an insane reliever. But I guess only time will tell. It's difficult to know what's going to happen. But for me, I'm kind of on my grieving process. I call it grieving whenever one of my teams gets eliminated from postseason contention. And I don't think I'll be watching any more baseball for the remainder of the playoffs here. I don't know. I got basketball and hockey to worry about now. I think baseball is retired until the spring here. And yeah, just disappointing. Absolutely disappointing season. Not the way none of us wanted it to go, right? We wanted more of a fight. And in a series that felt so winnable, it was just ridiculous to get to this point where we couldn't. So, not much to say, guys. I just wanted to kind of wrap up with my final thoughts, I guess, for the season. As here we are, yet again, another Padres elimination in the postseason. And it only seems to be getting worse, A couple of 3 years ago, we made it to the NLCS. Now we seem to keep dropping down in our levels here, but I don't know what's going to happen next year. But guys, it's pretty late here. I'm gonna say goodnight, and don't beat yourselves up too much. Keep the faith. That's the thing about being a sports fan. I cheer for some pretty miserable teams, so I know what it's like. But I believe that victory will taste and feel 1,000 times better than any team that wins all the time. So guys, keep the faith, take it easy, and enjoy the off season.